If you've clicked on this video, you want to be an authentic version of yourself in a world where people lie to not only themselves, but to the people around them to portray an image that isn't really them. Now, I believe that I've stayed true to myself and what I enjoy throughout most of my life. Like many others, I've fallen into the trap of trying to people please, but that was short-lived after realizing it wasn't fulfilling whatsoever. And I hope to help those who clicked on this video also look for their true selves. If you've noticed that you've been lying to yourself, or you've been trying to keep up with lies that you've started, I'd say cut them out right now. There's no point in trying to keep up stuff that you do not hold true to yourself, that you don't believe in. It's best to just cut the lies out right now. And if you lose people because you've started cutting out the lies, then let them go as well. Because if you have to lie to keep someone, that person wasn't worth keeping. Now, it's difficult to keep true to yourself because a lot of people don't like what you'd have to offer, and that's fine. Not everyone's going to like you. Everyone has their tastes. You have your taste. There's some people out there where you just don't like them for whatever reason. Not that they did anything to you. You just don't like them. They're not your match, as they say. An example I can give is with food. There's probably people out there that'll eat just about anything, but most people have their preferences. For you, you might like apples. Another person likes pears. You might have the most beautiful apple out there, the tastiest apple in the world, but the person that likes pears just prefers pears. They don't want apples. Now, even though you're bringing them the best apple in the world, they just don't want it because they don't like apples. And it's the same thing with people. You could be the best person in the world. Unlikely, but let's say hypothetically that's the case. You just won't fit with other people. Now you can sit there and you can cry and you can wave your hands in the air and scream at everything. But that's just the truth. You can't please everyone. But with knowing this, knowing that you can't please everyone, just do what you enjoy. Because not everyone's going to like you for you. Now that doesn't mean all of a sudden start screaming out nonsense, start being rude to people because, oh, they're not going to like me. You still have to talk with people that you disagree with respect. Talk with people that you disagree with like-mindedness. Just because you don't agree with them or they don't like you does not mean that you speak down on them, that you disrespect them, that you're rude to them. You just talk with them like any other person. Just because they're different to you doesn't mean that you treat them differently. They're also people just like you. It's where the ideologies for racism, sexism, all sorts of discrimination based off of principles you're born with that you can't control. That's where they all stem from. Differences. coming back onto topic, realizing that you are not going to be liked by everyone, regardless of what you do. Start figuring out what you like, what you enjoy doing, what hobbies you cater to, what your interests are. Start going for those things. Start following things and read into things that you're interested in, that go for your character, that pull to you. And start growing yourself. Stop following all the trends that you see, all the stuff that people try to get you to be different than others for. Try to gain your own thought process. Don't just gain a thought process that others have given you. Try to read information. Start thinking, actually thinking. Start actually criticizing things. Start picking things apart. Be curious. When you pick things apart, you benefit from it, because you will grow yourself, your character, your likes and your dislikes. You'll find out what you enjoy, bit by bit. You're not going to find your character overnight or things you enjoy overnight. You might by chance, but most of the people that will be watching this, it's going to be a process, but it's a process that's worth doing. Now, a lot of people will begin to be uncomfortable through the process, but it's through this uncomfortability that you see the most growth. And through this growth, you will begin to shape yourself as a person with your own ideas, your own creative thoughts, your own thought processes, your own systems. You probably already have some, but you can always expand on that. You can always grow more and give back to people. And when I say grow more, I don't say grow for the sake of growing. Growing just to grow is literally what cancer is. It's just growing and growing. Grow for the sake of helping others, giving back to people, helping others, serving. Do these things, and you'll start to see bits of your character unfold that you never thought would unfold. And for the people that are selfish, you'll only get so far until you start becoming twisted and immoral. Because when you're selfish, you're going to go to great lengths to become even more selfish. That's why we have greed, why we have murder, why we have all these bad things, because of selfishness. Be selfless. Other people will help you grow as well. So look for other people to help you grow and help them grow as well. And you will see that you will truly find yourself within other people, because other people will teach you things about yourself that you might have never even known about yourself. They might give you ideas, spark a thought in your head that all of a sudden you want to do because they gave the thought. But you need to look for it yourself. You need to start somewhere. So start by cutting out all the lies that you've been feeding yourself and to other people. Because at the end of the day, they really do not care that much. The initial sting will wear off, but after the sting, you can only go up. So, get started.